Hey guys, and welcome to a new video on twin flames here on my channel, Twin Flame Spirit. So today I wanted to talk about obsession. Are you in the obsession phase? Are you obsessing over your twin flame? That is, I think someone suggested this video in the comments, so I'm happy to touch on the subject. And also what I do get from the comments from you guys is that many seem to be in the obsession phase, which is usually like it's the first phase, sort of, right? Without me going through, oh, there's 7 phases and this is first, this is last. But I can just tell that when you have been with your twin flame, or you met them, or it was a love at first sight moment, or you had a relationship, or you whatever the case is, then like whatever, like if you were together and then you break up, sort of, that's usually when the obsession phase starts. Or you weren't together and you didn't break up, but it's just you meet them, you have a thunderstorm going on in your heart as you see them the first time, you recognize yourself and in the other person, right? And from there on, you just have one goal in life, which is basically to be with them, because you're like, this is the one, this is what I wanted for myself, this is what I believed in ever since childhood, this is what I knew existed, and I do recognize that this is it. So that's a very nice feeling and realization to have, right? To be like, okay, this is it, right? It doesn't happen that often that you think of a person, or even like of a thing, right? Or of a job, or a career, or a sport, or what can it be, a friend, where you go, wow, this is it, this is everything I ever wanted. So this is actually beautiful, right? If that happens, that's a beautiful thing. The thing is that you're never going to get something by obsessing over it, right? And that's the hard part. So it's good that you recognize, oh my gosh, this is what I want, and this is what is mine. Basically, I can feel it, I can see it, like the signs are there, like I'm convinced that this is for me to have, this is meant for me, this is what I have been longing for. And yet to then let go and to go, okay, I and I think there's no shortcut to this one, honestly. I think you just need to go through whatever whatever you're experiencing right now. Like, don't feel bad if you recognize yourself in what I'm sort of describing, and you go, okay, I admit I am obsessing over him or her. I admit that that's where I'm at. And as I said, I don't think anyone has sort of a magic wand going, oh, now I'm out of the obsession phase, I'm totally fine and quiet and peaceful, I don't want them at all. Like, this is the process. The process leads you from clinging on because you are so convinced this is what you want and deserve. Well, actually, on a subconscious level, you're not so sure about that one, that you actually do deserve it, because you're not worthy of love, right, to yourself. But I'm not going to get into the depths of that. But that is what we call blocks, right? That you sort of like, your heart knows this is for you, but since you are not experiencing it yet, doesn't mean you never will, but yet it means that there are blocks. And yes, there are people who go, oh, there's no blocks and you don't need to work on yourself, and ego just tells you to work on yourself. In truth, everything is already always perfect. Yeah, that's sort of true, but let's face it, like, we're not just a bunch of people like being really stupid on this journey and like behaving like in a completely irrational way and going, oh, I think I need to find blocks because just for the fun of it. It's like, no, there's something blocking clearly blocking from you being with who you feel you belong to, so that's where the inner work comes in, right? That I help you with, by the way. But so yeah, there's these blocks, but what was I saying? I was saying that this is the journey, is for you to sort of be obsessed about it at first. is honestly, it's like built in. You know, you meet them, you want them. Something is activated within you because you're like, this is too good to let go of. This is too good to walk away from. This is too good to abandon. Because that's the feeling you get if you were to let go, right? In the obsession phase, all you think about is them, you see the signs everywhere, you want to be with them, you do everything, you show up at, you know, their house, you kidnap their dog. I keep on coming up with this one because I said in a video that I said that, right? The ironic ones. You are basically ready to do whatever to be with them, and you feel you are not separate from them, which by the way is true. You're never truly separate within, but still you need to realize that you are complete on your own, that you don't need them, that whatever you want from them, it's you seeking something outside of yourself. It's you seeking that completion, that feeling of completion, that you feeling whole. You're seeking it through being with them or even in them, right? You feel like they have a piece of you, or they are like, you can only feel complete with them, or you can only feel happy with them, which is not true. But this is what you are led to believe because you are in actually you're in a state of lack, right? You lack something, you lack them, which is not true in truth, because what you truly lack is self-love. Like the things you see in them, like even qualities or how amazing they are and how great and how a perfect match they would be with you, and whatever you see in them, you're invited, oh, is that a nice word? You're invited to find these things within you. Even like the qualities you see in them, even the skills, even the amazingness, like whatever you see in them, you're led and you're invited, yeah, um, you're meant to find it within you. So that is where you find completeness and completion. I probably use these words interchangeably. Yeah, I just realized that there might be a difference, but whatever. Like, you know what I mean, right? In order to feel complete, you feel you need what they have. Like yeah, you know, you get the point. So that is where the mirroring comes in. They are showing you certain things that yeah, as I said, you're meant to find within yourself. So that's their work on a soul level, is to show you that you're projecting outwards onto them. They're amazing, they're great, they're so talented, they have that music career I always wanted, they have all these great friends I've always wanted, they have the yacht, they have whatever is important to you, you might see in them, and you're like, oh, by being with them, I have these things too, right? Like, yeah, I want that. So you're not going to find the yacht within you, but you actually are. Well, you do, because it's on a like not conscious, on an imaginary level, like where you create your life and your world. You can focus on getting a yacht, right? You don't need them. When you see how, I don't know, how talented they are at something, you have that talent too, maybe in another area, but you don't need to project it outwards onto them. So what I'm describing, the obsession phase, is basically where you leave yourself. You leave yourself in order to focus completely on them. Like all your focus, all your energy, all your concentration, all your yeah, all your power basically is directed towards them. While that's not supposed to go like that. It's supposed to be on you, within you, that you invest all these things into you. So this is a gradual process of you know, detaching from what you think you need, detaching from what you think you deserve, even detaching from what you think is your one true love. Yes, they might be, but they're not going to be with you or be part of your life by you holding on to them and grasping so tightly that you're almost like killing them, because you're like grasping on, holding on. So the obsession phase is totally normal. It's okay to be obsessed by them, with them. It's okay to only think about them, see the signs, see the initials, see everything. Everything leads to them. Everything leads to them. And guess what? They're the mirror. So everything leads to the mirror. Oh, that's actually a nice one. All the signs lead you to the mirror. And go look at the mirror. Is it Snow White who has the mirror thing? No, the one with the apple? Okay, some of you are gonna get mad because I'm wasting my time talking about something that is not about the topic, but I still do me on my channel. So you're led to the mirror. The mirror is gonna show you your blocks to love, and that's your task. That's what you're asked to do. And by focusing on the mirror, which you're doing anyways because you're in the obsession phase, but do you see the object of your desire as this amazing man or woman that you want to have? Or do you start seeing the mirror that they're showing you stuff? And then once you do that, you start to do your homework and you start to clear these blocks. And that is how you, more and more of your energy is coming back to you, and of your focus is coming back to you. So you're gonna start focusing more and more on you. And before you know it, this can be years by the way, you realize you have let go of this obsession. You're not obsessing anymore. And this is actually the final, that's like when the obsession is over. So it's normal and okay to be in the obsession phase, but it's not where you're supposed to be long term. It's a phase. It's where most people discover about twin flames, where they're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is exactly what I'm going through. And yes, I want him and only him. That's normal to start with. And then the process leads you back to you, where you're not leaving yourself anymore, but you're embracing yourself. And you're embracing all of what you are and all of what you are meant to be and all your talents and everything. So you find completion and completeness within yourself. And this is what the process is here for, together with the spiritual awakening and all that. But it goes hand in hand with you discovering that you're an amazing spiritual being and that you're here to discover unconditional love and spread unconditional love. So this is what I wanted to share for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, get in touch if you want me to help you heal your blocks and leave the obsession phase, because I'm more than willing to do that, and I will not let you be in the obsession phase forever. So yeah, reach out. Thanks for your loyalty by watching my videos, and I say talk soon. Thank you. Bye.